Hello everybody and welcome to Parks Bros. It's Drew here, and we have another West Coast Racers construction update thanks to our good friend John, who was at Magic Mountain today getting a great look at the new supports that have been put in for the Spaghetti Bowl section. And about twice as many supports as there were a couple days ago have been put in for the Spaghetti Bowl section in specific, and that is great news for us, pretty much meaning that around an eighth or maybe even a little more of the Spaghetti Bowl section supports are done, which is fantastic news. Hopefully they can finish those up in the next 2 weeks or so, but you can also see that everything else is pretty much around the same as of now. There have been a couple slight changes, specifically with some of the support structure around the area going into the second and fourth launches, but that's about it as of now. Just a lot of movement in the Spaghetti Bowl section, meaning that they're really focusing on that area, which is, I think, the best thing to do as of right now, considering how much of the ride will have to take place in that section, specifically with all those supports as well as all the track going in there, because it is like two freaking helixes next to each other. Actually, so technically it's 4 different helixes in that section alone. Here you can see some supports being hooked up for the crane to be put into place in the Spaghetti Bowl, so that's very awesome to see in this footage here. I am super excited to see hopefully some track being put in place for the Spaghetti Bowl pretty soon here, maybe in the next week or so, depending on how much more work they can get done on the supports for the Spaghetti Bowl very soon. So it should be very interesting to see what happens there. I'm pretty sure they'll end up having at least 1 or 2 pieces of track in that section by this time next week or so. If they don't, then I'd start to get a little worried, because they are going to have to put in some pieces of track before they put in some supports, considering where some of these pieces of track sit in the layout, because a lot of these are going to be underneath supports themselves, so they're going to have to be put in first before the supports get put in over top of those pieces of track. So hopefully we'll see track within the next week in the Spaghetti Bowl section, and hopefully by that point we actually see more of the track finished for around where the first inversion is. I'm surprised they haven't been working on that in the past week and a half, 2 weeks now, and I'm hoping they can get back to that and finish that section up ASAP so they can put all of their focus on the Spaghetti Bowl. Here's a nice shot of the actual support beam that was put in today, including some more that were put in today, it seems, which is great news that they were putting in so many supports today. We're talking at least a good 7, 8, maybe even 10 supports, which is fantastic news. Now, considering how many supports there are, that's not the biggest chunk, obviously, but for one day, it's still pretty impressive. We're thinking there's around 200 plus supports easily on this attraction, so it's good to see that they are getting at least, maybe 5 plus in a day, which is actually not bad at all. Here's a great overview, though, from the exit of Ninja, and you can see exactly how the support structure is starting to shape up. It's going from looking like a pentagon to kind of this weird, funky, amoeba-like structure. So hopefully we'll see a little thicker area composed in the next week or so, but as of right now it kind of looks like it's sprawling out all over the place and is ready for more and more support beams to be attached, as well as track hopefully soon after. But thank you so much for watching, and I gotta give a huge thanks to John for getting this footage for us. Make sure to go follow him on his Instagram at DaysCanBlaze. It really means the world to me that he sent in this footage. But please make sure to stay tuned to the channel and subscribe if you have not, if you're interested in any West Coast Racers construction updates, because we will have so many of those until the ride opens. And also we've got tons of other content you can check out whenever you'd like. But again, huge thanks to John, and thank you so much for watching. But until next time, we'll see you on the next ride.